Ladies and gentlemen, pull up a chair, tell your coitus partner that you're not free for the next couple of hours, because welcome to Unplugged with Wicked and Mando, with your host, Wicked, Virtue, and Untamed Mando. Tag it away, ladies!
Will it do it? Is it gonna do it?
We got a dollar, we got a dollar, we got a dollar, hey, 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 hey. We got a dollar, we got a dollar, we got a dollar, hey, 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 hey.
Welcome everyone to Unplugged with Wicked and Mando. And there you have we are your hosts, Wicked Virtue and Untamed Mando. Yes, I did work a long time on that. You're welcome.
We had a choreo. Did you see me? Oh, I think you were in chat with me and Lethal tried to fusion. And
Yes, the fusion, huh?
This way. We're gonna opposite fusion. No, we were like those nerds that try to high five and miss. Like,
let's see.
Oh, hold on. I gotta do it this hand.
Yeah.
No, it's like nerds. Yeah, me and Lethal. Maybe we'll get that right next week.
You guys got this. What's up, Herschel? What's up, Americus? We've got a gravy and then a Fogwin. Fogwin, if you freaking post a pineapple pizza emote in here, Americus is gonna get you. What's up, Trey? And then we've got a Cajun, a wild Cajun in the house. Arkasul.
He was being discriminated against on Friday. Him and Lulu.
Yes, that is true. I agree. They were being discriminated against. What's up, Riker? How are you doing today? Iron Maiden. Hello.
Hello. What is up, everybody?
Oh my god, nerds.
We both got our glasses on today.
That's
Hi,
right.
Mara.
What's up, Mara? Oh, you're not? We will change that soon. We will. What's up, Nazmir? How you doing?
Nazmir.
Well. Justice
What
for
do
Cotton.
we? What? He said, "What do we have here?"
What do we have here? We've got a Swiggies. What's up,
Swiggles?
Swigs? What'd you guys think of the we got a dollar? Because
Mando made that, and she's very proud
did.
of it. It's cute, though. It's
I'm
cute.
so proud of it. Got another thing next time we're on my channel that I thought I might have gotten right, but I didn't. But we will have it fixed next time. What are we listening to today, Trey? Swigs. What? No, I'm freaking gonna mod. Where are you, Americas, in this freaking chat?
We're the
gonna
freaking
mod you.
where are you, freaking 2001?
There we go. Huh? You now have a sword, or you have a wrench, Americas. Oh, Ark already deleted it. Yes,
He was
that is the
timed
way.
out for 300 seconds. Oh, Swigs.
Yes. There we go.
So,
Mando, did you see the Brazilian pizza that was talked about on Tuesday night's main event? It had hard-boiled eggs.
I would eat that before pineapple, because it's kind of like protein. If you think about it, if you have like a meaty pizza and there's some, or like even just like one meat on the pizza, that's gonna overpower a hard-boiled egg.
That is true.
I would eat it. I mean, I might not like enjoy it, but I really do like hard-boiled eggs. So I don't know about on pizza,
I don't
but
play
I would
games. It's Mando's rule.
It is. I would 1000% eat that. You put the picture in my Discord, I think. I would definitely eat that before I would eat pineapple on pizza. Like, I love pineapples and stuff. I've said this before. It's just
Mara,
red.
no!
The red
No!
sauce. The red
How
sauce with
could
pineapple
you?
gets me. I'm not tapping out Mara. Yeah, you shouldn't, because Mara could beat you up, Art. So careful.
Americus did, though. Americus. Mara's gonna freaking light you on fire. It's okay. Mara is gonna be the exception. She's gonna be the exception because
the only one that we beat up that does it is Swigs, really.
Really, yeah. Because also I don't want Mara to like show up at my house and be like, "Excuse you." I'll be like, "Ah!"
No, she's not gonna show up at your Trey and Ark, or so they're scared of Mara. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was America's. America's probably wants Mara to show up so they can go shoot stuff together.
Actually, yeah, Mara, I would like to go to the range with you and axe
That would be
throwing and
fun.
all of the things. That would be fun. What's up, Heath Nation? I can't speak.
Ish Nation. Americus, it was me.
It was me all along, like how I throw you guys off on Among Us, saying it's I, because that's always fun. Oh my goodness, how has your week been, Wicked? How has your week been?
My my week has been really good. It's been a wild couple weeks because between working, doing streaming, and taking care of house stuff, I'm just like tapped out. That's why I gotta drink a lot of coffee because if I don't, I'm like dead on streams. Like I'll literally just look like my eyes are just like sunken in. Sometimes I'm so tired, but it's a good thing. It's good. I hit 1K over here on YouTube, and I'm like, whoa, very excited about that. It seemed like it took forever, you know what I mean? Because like I was on YouTube years ago. Like I would say about 6 years ago is when I tried YouTube out. I did a different format than what I do now, and I wasn't really feeling it, so I deleted that channel. Took a bit of a break, and then it came back on Twitch. So like I've been on the grind for a bit, but like I was really busy with work and other things and school also, so I wasn't on the grind quite as much as I am now. So I'm excited about it. I just need to get the
Yes.
watch hours. So I've said before on the other streams, like if anybody wants to help me out and just go like watch my videos for me, I, I would appreciate that.
So here's what I've done before for other streamers, because yeah, Wicked is about to be monetized. You just basically like pull her channel up and you just click watch, and it should just play all of her videos on her channel that you can just you
Yep,
don't have
I've
to
done
watch
that.
all of them.
I hit like a playlist. Like I have all the Unplugs and Wicked's Worlds and like
Mhm.
other the longest playlists that I have would be Unplugged and Wicked's World because they're always at least an hour and a half long. But then I have the Stray playlist from that Stray game I played. But yeah, that's what I've done for friends too. I remember PewDiePie even saying that like I don't know if this works now, but like him watching his own videos to get to the like I mean the struggle is real. PewDiePie had to do it. You know what I mean? Like you gotta do what you gotta do. Yes, Fog. I have playlists that like I said, I have Wicked's World playlist, the Unplugged playlist. I have a few playlists, but the longest ones, because like those ones are at least an hour and a half because they're lives. And then my Stray, because my Stray gameplay, like I had like 45-minute long videos.
I think it still does if you have it muted in the browser source instead of on the video itself.
Yeah, like if you mute the tab, it
Mhm.
should. Yeah, but, like, if you have it, because I didn't know this, I learned this from Twitch a while ago when I used to lurk on my friends, like, I would go to work and, like, I would help my friends out on Twitch, I would have them up lurked, and a couple of times it didn't even count. Like, I was like, "I was watching," they're like, "No, you weren't, I didn't see you in the chat." I'm like, "I was lurked," and they're like, "Did you have me muted?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, because I was home, I don't need it, like, bugging other people in the house," and then they're like, "Well, you can't have it, like, muted on the actual video, you gotta mute the tab," and I was like, "Oh, shoot."
Yep.
Like, my
Now we
computer's on
know.
for 5 hours trying to lurk on you, and it didn't work, but now we know, yeah. So I think it should, yeah. But
To
yes,
answer Herschel's question earlier, yes, I have my enhanced concealed carry if you're curious.
like, yes, I will bus a cab. Yeah, I will have one soon because, I mean, it's easy to get one in Florida no matter what, but, um, on July 1st, there's the law that's passing where you could just carry in Florida. So I'm gonna see if
Yes.
Joe because Joe's not that far from me. Joe locked and loaded Latina. I'm gonna see if she'll go shooting with me because she's very smart and she knows all about that stuff. So I'm gonna see if she will teach. Like if obviously if you were closer, I would go to you, but you're
Right.
all the way over there.
I'm also a little bit better at rifle shooting than I am pistol. Like I'm still decent at pistol shooting, but like when it comes to shooting like rifles, because like that was my first like weapon as a kid was a 22 long rifle.
Twitch and Kick tend to start me muted for some reason. Yeah, it does that too. Swigs, do you even have a Kick? Because you're the first person I've seen say that. Everyone else loves Kick or they just think it's the same thing. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Mara. I feel like Mara has like a secret room where you push a button and it's just gun.
One of these days I'm gonna have that one day.
One
Because like
day. She could have a Batman room.
we may or may not have like several long rifles,
do.
just kind of around in our apartment. But of course, that's not true. If somebody were to walk in and ask me if I have weapons, I would say no. Yes, all the hostile pandas.
Yeah, I'm hearing like a lot of people like they don't like Kick because they think that it's like porn, but it's like, oh, that's just the internet. So
Hmm.
Twitch
I
was really bad in the beginning.
yet.
I like Kick.
Huh.
So like as a creator, I like Kick more because they care more about their creators. There's no like if you have something they disagree with, like a political point that they disagree with, they're not going to delete you or ban
Mhm.
you. Twitch, if you're a woman and you do something sexual on stream, slap on the wrist, but if you're a guy, you're completely banned. So there's no high ground on Twitch. If you don't like Kick, then Twitch is kind of like right in the same ballpark, in my opinion. As far as that. But yeah, I have exactly, Trey. It's glorified Pornhub now. Like at least
Mhm.
Kick has I've never seen anything bad on Kick. I had someone send me something, but I'm like, you're kind of looking for it because it was in hot tubs, bikinis, and pools. And it's like, well, I don't know what you really expect to see when you click over there. And yeah, I get it. Kids, it
Huh.
sucks that it's easy for kids to get access to that stuff, but Kick isn't the only time. Like I remember my cousin back like freaking 15 years ago finding the dirtiest crap on the internet because his parents didn't block it. It's more on the parents, you know what I mean? Because they're gonna find it. You know what I mean? I've seen stuff like randomly, like even on like freaking Instagram. Like, when I first made a public Instagram, the first image I got was someone sending a nude, and I didn't even know who it was, and I was like, you know what I mean? So that's just, like, how I feel. It's, like, just the internet. I'm, thinking that Kick will take off. I'm not leaving Twitch, but I just like that I think it's absolutely ridiculous that Twitch takes as much as they do from the creators, and then Kick doesn't. So that's, like, really because we're the creators, we're the streamers, we're doing the work, and then
Mhm.
Twitch is just sitting back collecting all of the money basically, but they're still broke, right? Didn't somebody say they're still like failing?
I think. Well, Twitch is owned
Exactly,
by
Mara.
Amazon, so I don't.
Between Amazon and PayPal, that's why they take all of our money to give it to them. But yes, you are so right, Mara. Remember freaking HBO? Me and my cousin would just be like watching something on HBO and then like Taxi Cab Convention starts. Does anybody remember that? I know Mara in America has got to
Yes, I
remember it.
remember
We
that.
would be like, "Oh, this is spicy," and then all of a sudden there's two people in the back doing it, and we're like, because we're not supposed to be watching. We're like freaking 9 years
Bro,
old.
some of like my sometimes like the shows or whatnot I ended up watching as a young kid or whatnot. I'm like,
Like you said,
I
I
wa-
remember.
what? What was I even watching? I remember. Let's see. Let me take a look.
Mara says low.
I remember.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, you know who just made a Kick? Even Roto went over there and made Kick.
hey.
He decided, hey, let me support my friends on there because I'm like, because I even asked him, I'm like, what? I don't know where you see all this because I only watch my friends. So, yeah. But anyways, enough with the streaming services. These people would blush at the thought of what my parents let me watch when I was a kid. Mara, yeah, I was allowed to watch like a
That's
lot.
what I was
To be
thinking,
honest,
man.
to be
Like
honest, like some of the
sometimes.
movies I watched not like as a kid, I'll rewatch as an adult and be like, I really shouldn't have
I mean,
been
like I watched
watching
Aaron
that
Brockovich as a
kid.
young kid, so I'm just like
That and Pretty Woman. So the one line she says in that, what does she say? She was like, "Kit made turning tricks look glamorous" or something. You know,
I
like,
guess.
why was I watching this when I was 7? I
Huh.
don't know.
Mara, I think my Arkansas state also is constitutional carry, but I have my concealed carry because you have to have a permit. Yeah, Mara, I think you and I have the same laws and stuff. Let me take a look at this.
I am the way I am because of my parents' leniency. Make of that what you will. Exactly. We're funny and we're spicy but we're not dumb. Like, okay, I don't want to say dumb, but some kids, they're easily pressured and manipulated. Like growing up, when I was still playing with Barbies, I had friends. Um, Okay, enough of the kick talk, guys. Anyways, I had friends that were doing like sexual stuff while I'm still playing with Barbies, and I'm like, ew. You know what I mean? So some kids just are easier to, whatever.
Well, I mean,
Manipulate, I
like, I
guess. Peer
also
pressure. I'm not coming at them like, your kids, you're still learning, but yeah, I think it's an internet problem, not just a site problem, so I don't really care. I can open carry without a permit. Where are you? Oh yeah. Yeah,
I
Americas.
think there are
I mean,
some states that are
I
like
was a
that.
late bloomer. I was a nerd, to be honest. Like I was like 14 still doing it. Not saying they were, but they were doing like not actually. I don't know. There's girls that get pregnant at 14, and I'm like, what the heck were your parents doing? Like to me, that's a failure on the parents' part. Sorry.
Bro, like when I was younger, some of the friends I had, like I look back on it now, I'm like, I would have been a statistic.
Yeah.
What's up, Aaron? How are you doing today?
Hello. Yes, we're getting into it. What article do we want to hop into?
Let's do the Adam Driver one because I feel like that's probably got some spicy takes.
Spicy takes.
The spicy take. I've got it on dark mode. Why is this not? You know what?
Yeah, I downloaded Chrome and the dark mode thing you sent me, but it still wasn't working for StreamYards for me, so we'll have to like mess with that later.
Yeah, we will have to mess with that because it does it for me. But just for this website in particular, it's weird with its dark mode because like if I turn off dark mode, it's all bright. So I don't know.
Well, it still does something. There you go.
All right, so yeah, Adam Driver in talks for Marvel's new Fantastic Four movie claims rumor. Wait, who was Mr. Fantastic in the Scarlet Witch movie or TV show? What? No, it was Doctor Strange.
It wasn't. Strange. Was it? It wasn't. Hold on. Oh, it was John Krasinski. Yeah, there we go.
I think he was a fine. Like he looked the part.
I like John Krasinski. I really like John Krasinski. I like. So I hope that they do this. Not to branch off, sorry, but talking about John Krasinski, I hope that they really do make a universe out of A Quiet Place. Because
that would be fun.
Those movies were really well done. There was no preaching and shoving politics down your throat. Dwight Schrute, Gravy. Identity theft is a serious crime in this country, Gravy. If you get it, you get it. But anyways, I think Gravy does because he said that. But yeah, I would love to see that because I thought the first two Quiet Places were done really well. Quiet Place 1 ending sucks. Oh yeah, Trey, yeah. That made me really sad, but it was still I tried to be an excellent choice for the role of a mystical woman. Yeah, Aaron. It would. Disparu Trey, yes. Yes, there you go. Heath got it. Office reference if you don't get
What's up, Disparu Trey from Mr. Fantastic? Hello, yes. Smile a while. How are you doing today, my dear? Hello.
But okay, let's hop into this article. Sorry, I derailed a bit, but
you're fine.
It just made me think about that. How much I would really enjoy if they were talking in talks of, it's not going to be his family, but that's interesting because think of how much you could do if the whole world has that happening, right? There's different families and different situations that you could delve into. So I'm interested in that.
Ooh, Mara likes it till the ending. Interesting.
Yeah, make a big plot hole if you think about it. Yeah, like you're right. I really, that's why another reason why I would like to see them do more. You know what I mean? With different families and because this was his first time writing? I don't know, writing and directing. I'm not sure, but yeah. Yeah, the second one was pretty good. The second one was recorded a bit in my hometown. Like I actually lived not far from where it was. And someone I went to school was one of the people running away, like when all the chaos started happening. I was like, hey, there's Ashley. That's what her name was. It was cool.
All right. So new rumor claim that Marvel Studios is talking with Adam Driver about its Fantastic Four film. While fan casting favorite, yep, I'm not going to try and say his last name because I'm going to mess it up. Played Earth's 838's Mr. Fantastic and Doctor Strange. Yep. One name that has been part of the conversation is Disney alum and Oscar-nominated actor Adam Driver. Now, the new rumor provided an update on Marvel Studios' intention on casting the Star Wars sequel trilogy star. I don't know if he's a star. I don't know if he's a star or not, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Would you guys in chat say he's a star? I don't think he's a star.
I mean, obviously, like as much as we hate Star Wars, that did boost him up a bit, and he is a good actor. He's a very good actor. He was in
He's just played a very bad part.
Exactly. He just played a very bad part. I think they should have kept John Krasinski.
Mm-hmm.
Because
agreed.
He did fine as Mr. Fantastic. So I wouldn't say he's like he might be yeah, exactly, Mara. I wouldn't say he's like A-list, but he probably is considered that because he was on a Star Wars movie. Like think about I mean we don't even look at like Mark Hamill and stuff as A-lister because he was in the he was big during the old time, but he is like I mean if you go to a Comic-Con and you want to meet like say Adam Driver versus one of the Power Rangers, who's going to cost more? Adam Driver. He's going to be like $200 probably because he's done something more recent, right?
Yeah.
So no, but that marriage movie he did, I think I talked about it on our last Unplugged, or it was on Wicked's World. I don't remember. It was a good movie. It was just about him and his wife. Like I don't remember if they got a divorce in it or if it was just like they were separated. But it had Scarlett Johansson in it, and I thought that it was a decent movie. But yeah, he's a good actor. I would like to see him in more stuff, but I would rather, to be honest, I'd rather see him go away from roles like this in Star Wars and do just regular, like he's a regular person, like in that marriage movie, you know, not someone with powers, you know, not something fantasy or supernatural, just like something regular.
Also, I just think they should stop trying to do Fantastic Four movies. This is going to be a hot take, I know it, but I actually enjoyed the original Fantastic Four movie. Probably nostalgia because I was young.
Jessica Alba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked that one too, but yeah, it could be nostalgia. It's been so long since I watched it.
And it had Captain America before he was Captain America. He was the Torch.
The Torch. Yeah.
Let's see. Is Adam Go ahead.
Oh no, you're not. Are you done? Oh, sorry. I thought that I thought it was a really short article. Oh,
no. There's still plenty more.
Okay, good.
At least a little bit more.
I was going to say that was very short. But no, so what they're doing is they're trying to ride off the Star Wars fame because they haven't realized yet that the majority of the people did not like the new Star Wars movies. Like I said, he's a good actor. I don't really think Daisy Ridley has like range and she's like a great actor, but I don't know. If she proved me wrong, I would admit it if I seen her in something that she did good in, but I will forever probably just see Rey. But I've seen him in another movie where he did a good job. But like I said, I would very much prefer to see him not doing some fantasy supernatural thing and just be like a regular Joe with a decent storyline in the, you know, yeah.
Yeah, most people are agreeing.
Yeah, exactly, Fog. Action hero. He's not. Listen, when they first, I made fun of him before I even seen Star Wars. I'm like, you know those memes where it's like we thought we had something like this and it was like some like beefy guy. It's like, and then we got this and it's Napoleon Dynamite. He looks like Napoleon Dynamite. He does.
Yup. Yeah, I agree. Like I haven't watched it in years, but it's probably better than the recent one that came out because I refused to watch it because they did stuff for no good dang reason. I don't think that Marvel's going to do a good one. I think that the Fantastic Four is something Marvel or Disney does not want to touch because it's not that they don't want to touch it. It's just they're going to mess it up because it's a family of heroes. It is a family. And we all know how the wokies like the family and the patriarchy and all of that stuff. So, but yeah, insider Jeff Snyder corroborated the report that Adam Driver is in talks for Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four movie, stating that the Hot Mic podcast that he's heard that the studio had offered he's 39? Huh.
Well, he looks good for his age.
Yeah. He's only like 9 years older than me. Anyway, according to Scooper Daniel Richman, I think I said that right. Adam Driver is in final talks to play Reed Richards for MCU's Fantastic Four. So it sounds oh, that's not a good photo of him. Why?
See, sometimes these articles, like Scarlett Johansson still looks fine with that one that I pulled up on Wicked's World. They did her dirty. What's up, Gibbons?
Gibbons! It would be the Invisible Woman was actually the brains the whole time, right? Yeah, they're gonna just give it a bad touch. Yup.
Yeah, it's not. They don't. It's just a money grab now. Like, think of. Like, I know obviously there's things I'm biased about, and that Spider-Man I am always gonna be biased about. But when it was done, it was like, oh my god, like it was so great. I think everybody collectively will agree that they loved it, even if another one came out that they liked more. When that came out, it was amazing. The CGI was good, and now they just and they actually tried. They made a good story. They made, the stakes were high. It wasn't just like, oh, the hero's gonna just come through into like, Toby got his butt whooped. Peter, there was stakes and there was challenges, but they removed that in a lot of these superhero movies. Like for Ant-Man, for example, he just can't beat him. Let him grow, even though in the comics, like he could freaking die if he does it too much. But let's do it 20 times. It works. Make him big. Ant-Man should be big because ants are huge. Okay.
Hollywood and the Fantastic Foursome.
It sounds like a dirty movie, Disparu.
This supports additional rumors claiming the Marriage Story, Star Wars, in the running. What?
Yeah, Marriage Story. That's the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay. I was like, Star Wars? Marriage Story, Star Wars? What? The highly
I think whoever wrote
intelligent.
this messed that line up. Did they mean to write the Marriage Story and Star Wars actor?
Wow.
Like, they need me to edit this? Like, did Mazza write this?
Wow. Okay, we're just gonna scroll down anyway. So okay, I don't really care about that. When to expect Fantastic Four casting confirmation? So back in February, Marvel Studios reportedly gearing up its casting process for Fantastic Four. However, a late report claimed casting could take some time due to the studio's thorough, in quotation marks, bold lettering underlined casting process, which also involved Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige. If this rumor is true, Driver is Marvel's top choice. This could explain why he's supposedly in final talks for Reed Richards. The question now is, how far along is director Matt Shakman in casting the rest of Marvel's first family, and just when the full cast will be officially announced? Okay. Basically, we don't know, and they're not going to tell us, and it's probably going to be Adam Driver.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, they're trying to write off Star Wars thing with everyone. He's not the worst actor. You know what I mean? I do think that he's a good actor and he probably has some range. But again, I don't want to see him doing action stuff or supernatural stuff. Mara.
The thorough like it was bold, underlined. They're just like thorough, I'm sure. Jennifer Lawrence, multiple roles and other positions as director, producer, entire background scene should turn out. Yup.
I'm a chef man, boopity boop bop beep. There you go, Americus. That's what he was going for.
No, I know I'm gonna mess it up because yes, and but
because yes, and
yes, because I can't speak the English well. Let's see, deep throat casting. No, I shouldn't have read that out loud. I'm sorry.
Gotta be careful with Corey and Americus. Things that they say in chat, you gotta read it before you say it out loud. Like that. Because that would be taken as something else.
Why? The English is hard. The English is not with this one. She has more knee pads than Tony Hawk. God.
Well, she was the first to do everything, so she's actually probably worse. I'll say she's just as bad as the guys, but you know what? She's probably worse. But that's why we love Mara.
Cajun, why you lie like that? Why you lie? Why you
Why you gotta lie
lie?
like that?
I actually kind of talked a little bit about this yesterday, but how many of you liked Twilight?
Crickets.
Hold on.
There you go. Yeah, you got it.
I actually read the books in high school because that's what everyone in my high school was doing, and I watched the movies. I hated the movies, and I hated the movies so much it made me hate the book so much. Very
So
much.
I didn't get into it. I have seen how many movies are there? 3 or 4? Is there 3 or 4
Not again.
movies? 4?
I'm sorry, Trey. If you guys were here yesterday, you'll get a little bit of a recap, but we're just gonna gloss over it. My soul died.
Yeah, exactly. I watched. God, did I watch the second one? I know I've seen the first one, possibly part of the second one. So I never want to get into it because, as you guys know, I'm a huge Buffy fan, and I don't think vampires should sparkle. I prefer
Most of those
the
movies came out like
darker-
right at my birthday. So what my friends, because some of my friends knew I read the books, they would buy me tickets to go see every single one of these movies.
One girl struggled to choose between a corpse and an animal. Exactly, disprove. So I never read any of the books because I just was not into it. But I did. There was one. You remember? I think it was like TNT or something like that. One of those, like, or FX, one of those stations that always would do marathons. I was sick one day and it was on. I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna judge this so harshly, let me at least watch it. And I watched the first one on TV, and I was like, people think this girl can act. Like, that was my first
Right?
Kristen Stewart, and I'm like, okay, she's
Her
only an
smile.
actress.
She looks like she's in pain.
She does, like, I can't even do it. My Kristen Stewart impression. I can't even do it.
It's probably
She does,
close.
like, little shoulder nudge. Anyways, I don't know. But yeah, I'm trying. I'd rather replace the seat in a bicycle. Oh, God, yeah, that's probably more fun. America.
No, like this is. I think I should have gone to a therapist right after watching all of these movies, but I didn't. I waited a long time.
I just didn't get it. I never even thought that Robert Pattinson was, like, cute, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, like, he's so hot." I'm like, he's
the sparkly. Oh my God.
Yeah. And like I said, when that came out, I was already very much into Buffy, and I'm like, I need to watch Buffy right now. Like, there's a lot of people would make memes like a sexy picture of Spike from Buffy, like, vampires don't sparkle. And I'm like, yeah, I was that person. I would share that stuff, like, on Facebook to make my friends mad that really like Twilight. They'd be like, no. I'd be like, well, your taste is not good, so I don't care what you say. You don't have good taste. Yes,
basically.
Americans.
The only part of that whole
Wait,
movie, all of those movies, was Taylor Lautner. I just liked how he looked, and so that was the only reason that could get me through watching the movies.
Cute. Yeah, he was cute.
I was like, oh, and I like werewolves anyway.
Well, we know what team she is.
I'm always team werewolf, ever and always.
It's true. I think so. Wasn't 50 Shades, like, which I find this so weird in a way, but wasn't 50 Shades, like, didn't someone make it like it was a
fan fiction of Twilight, and it got popular. Let that sink in for like 2 seconds.
I had a friend that was
Shades
obsessed with the book. I know. I read the first book because my best friend at the time, she was obsessed. She was like, please, I need someone to talk about with it. Please, please, please read it. I'm just like, I need to get I feel bad reading this. Like, I'm reading porn right now. Like, okay.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah. And I went through it. I'll be honest. I kind of like skipped some of it. Like, I'm like, okay, just like, cause I just wasn't really into it. But I did for my friend, and then she was like, okay, because like it's because the movie was coming out. That's right. She's like, please read the first book and then come see the movie with me. And I did, and I was just like, I'm like, this is the kind of guy you want. And she was like, I'd be so hot. I'm like, just go find a guy to tell you what to do then, I guess. Like, I did not understand it. Yes, you know what, Mara, we're not friends anymore. So I guess she did hate me, the biatch. No, she was one of those girls that just like, she liked Magic Mike and like 50 Shades of Grey. Like, she was very much one of those girls that wasn't really into any in-depth.
Sorry.
Yeah, she didn't like any in-depth good entertainment, so me and her really didn't bond when it came to movies or TV shows, except for Sons of Anarchy. But she only really liked that because of Charlie Hunnam. But we still bonded over that as well because hey, I like Charlie Hunnam as well. But that's like the only show I think that we agreed on that we both could watch together and enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really liked Underworld, like the aesthetic of the werewolves, and so watching Twilight, I was like, they're just dogs. Excuse you. But I still liked how Jacob looked. That was the only reason I watched any of the movies. No shame. Let's see. Oh, D-Day Direwolf, what's up? How you doing? Wait, quick question, Mando. Did you watch Andor? Dang it, not yet. Gibbons, I'm sorry. I will watch it. I promise. Magic Mike is this generation Star Wars sequel trilogy. But yeah, we'll like skim through this article. It's not the same one that I read yesterday because yesterday it actually showed Kristen Stewart smiling, and I just like stayed on the picture for a while and I just laughed.
I just laughed at the picture.
I know, Trey. I know. We're just gonna. I'm sorry, Gibbons. I'll watch it tomorrow or Tuesday. I promise. So yeah, Twilight TV series. Yup, exclusive. Basically, Lionsgate is like, hey, Twilight, the movies did well. How about we do a TV series that nobody asked for 20 years later, or 10 years later?
It's still gonna do good. It's gonna do well. People are gonna freaking watch it because people don't care about good television
get
anymore.
This to go away. Okay, I guess I don't want to read all of that anyway. Basically, they aren't sure. Like, they don't have a network or platform or anything besides that. It's just basically, you know what? I'm just gonna do the nutshell because I don't want to read all of that again.
Like, I don't feel like reading that crap again.
Basically, they have no other information other than Lionsgate wants to do a Twilight series. They're not sure if it's going to be an offshoot or if it's going to basically do what the Harry Potter TV series is doing. Apparently, everyone's on this TV series kick. They've got Harry Potter, now Twilight, and of course, like the Game of Thrones one. So maybe this is my chance to annoy the real.
Well, I heard that Game of Thrones was actually good. I gotta watch that. I heard that the House of Dragons was actually
House of Dragons actually trolled Rings of Poop. Like, they trolled them. They're like, hey, if you want to watch an actually good series, you should watch Game of Thrones or
House of Dragons.
Yeah, House of Dragons. And I was like, I like that. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot Rings of Crap. But apparently everyone wants to go to TV format because reasons. And so they're not sure if it's going to be like a continuation of like Renesmee's story. If you don't know who Renesmee is, it's fine. Just don't worry about it. Or they're going to just kind of do kind of more in-depth of the movies, or it's going to be based off one of the sequel books called Midnight Sun, and that's basically the whole trilogy through Robert Pattinson's Edward's eyes. It's his perspective on everything. That's the sequel book to the Twilight series. It's just the same thing,
and that's what the show is going to be. I like Mara. Yeah, Trey to play Bella. Let's go. Race swap and gender swap.
Hey, you know what? I don't really care. So if they do whatever, if they actually do all of that, I'm gonna laugh.
Listen, I can't do anything but laugh at this point because I remember years ago. I don't know if it was years ago. It was a while ago, way before they announced Snow White or anything, right? And I was like, watch, next they're gonna race swap Snow White.
And they did.
And I'm like, okay. Because it's not like I'm mad, like, oh, you got someone of color play. No, it's not that. It's that she's skin white as snow. Like, could you imagine?
Yes, oh my god.
Hi, Blabs. She doesn't want to remake a Twilight. Leave stuff alone. Do make new stuff. It's not that hard. Yeah.
Right. How you doing, Blabs?
They're lazy.
Blabs to play Edward. Blabs to play.
Listen, Blabs would look real cute glittery though. I'm
Sparkles.
all for that.
But yeah, like when I saw the just any kind of ad for a new I was like, wait, when's the last time I've heard any news about Twilight? Oh yeah, it was when I was in like it was like 2014, I think, and it came out the 21st of November, which is the day after my birthday. And I was like, oh cool. And one of my roommates was like, hey, I got you tickets. And I was like, no! They're like, it's the last movie. You've seen all of them. I was like,
Blabs is a sexy vampire, yes.
yes. But yeah, it was
True.
yeah, like I had friends like in high school that were like, "Hey, you read the books, so here's movie tickets." And then in college, they're like, "Hey, did you read the books?" I was like, "Yeah, I've read the books. I've seen the movies." They're like, "Hey," I'm like, "Why'd you waste your money on me? Go get a refund." They're like, "I want to go with you." I was like, "No, you don't. No, you don't. Go away."
It's okay. You don't have to. I promise I'll go see it.
Watch the Power Rangers movie. Oh God, what?
I didn't think the Zords were bad. I thought the Megazord, the CGI was a bit funky. But
I mean,
to me,
they were trying to
to me, it looked like the same. Like when they called the Zords up, it looked exactly how it did in the 90s. So I appreciated that. But I thought the Megazord, that CGI was pretty I didn't cover that in my review because I try to keep it positive because I feel like there's enough negative. So I'm like, let me just talk about what I liked about it. The nostalgia bomb was good. But I mean,
yeah, the
did you watch it?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to today or try to today.
It's short. It's only an hour.
Oh, it's not bad. But yeah, that was I think Robert Pattinson, I heard rumors a long time ago that he regretted ever being in Twilight because that role followed him everywhere after that. And Herschel's reminded us, yeah, the recent Batman movie. I didn't want him to play Batman because I didn't want a sparkly Batman, and I didn't watch the movie. I watched like clips of it, and I was like, yeah. Feed the dog a piece of cheese earlier. Let's see. Yes, that's funny. Trey, no, you should read. You just need to read the good books. Like what Smile a While says. Read none of the books. Watch none of the movies. You are a better person for it. I got caught up in the hype.
There you go.
I got caught up in the hype of the Twilight books because it was in my high school and they were like, read the books. I was like, okay, I want to fit in. 16-year-old me is like, I want to fit in.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like I said, I watched the first movie because I'm like, if I'm gonna diss this, I gotta see what it's about. So,
and then I only watched it for Taylor Lautner. If I was gonna be forced to watch this, I was gonna be like, okay. That's basically what it is. I was like, oh, Taylor Lautner's on the screen. That's very nice. I don't remember him as Shark Boy, but he was a nice Shark Boy too. That's all I could think of for the first movie. I was like, wait, that's Shark Boy.
Shark Boy. I never watched that. See, some of the Disney shows I missed. Like not shows, well, it's a movie. Well, shows, yes, but movies. But yeah, I never got into Twilight. She judged you.
She did. She was one of the only people in college that was like, don't do it. Don't do it. I was like,
shaking Mando, for the love of God. Don't.
What's up, Randy? It's been forever. How are you doing? Randy and I, one of our other friends, this summer is going to be going on a day trip. We were going to do a camping trip, but I don't know if we're going to do the camping trip anymore. But she is a fabulous artist and she has content on YouTube. You guys should follow or subscribe to her content if you like artwork and all of the nice, wonderful things. She's a very nice, very beautiful person. And I will tell you, you are beautiful all the time because I know you don't like it.
I'm pretty sure that Mando just went Russian for a minute. Okay.
Smile a while. Why you gotta call me out like that?
Exactly. Smile for a while.
This is why we're friends. You and Randy gonna go on a no.
Mandelskavich. Yes, Mandelskavich.
No, I'm married and She's one of my friends. No. Okay. Anyway, continuing on. We have other news besides the trash that is
In
Twilight.
other news, breaking news.
Right.
More Lilo and
Breaking.
Stitch.
Because apparently apparently Bubbles wasn't going to be in the movie, and then they changed that too. I couldn't find that article, but
Which
I found
to me
this
is
one
so
instead.
stupid. Let's get mad because you cast an actual Hawaiian woman to play a Hawaiian woman, but we're gonna remove the black man from the movie that everybody loved. The frig. Thanks,
But I think they
Americus.
changed that.
Yeah, they did because there were. I don't know if they still have this, but there was like this big chick that was coming in to replace Bubbles. Like she wasn't gonna be Bubbles, I don't think, unless
Nope,
maybe.
she was going to be a different social worker.
Okay, a different social worker, and it's just like, why? I don't understand that. It's so stupid. It's kind of like if there was. I feel like I can't think of a role right now, but if there was a role, okay, we'll say like Tiana. Like, what if they do the Princess and the Frog, and it's like a mulatto or a light skinned black woman that plays Tiana because she's like darker. So like, would they be? I feel like maybe they would be in uproar about that. I don't know.
They probably would.
It's just so stupid because it's like just because. Again, just because she's not dark enough, even though she was raised the same way, I'm not gonna get into it. I just think it's the dumbest stuff. People, it just shows that these weirdos will never ever be satisfied. They cry about diversity and inclusion, and then when you give them diversity and inclusion, they find something to yell about it. It's not enough. They're like, no, that's not how I want it. Like, oh, you have a gay character in here, but you don't have a gay actor playing it. Oh, you have a Hawaiian woman playing a Hawaiian woman, but her skin's not dark enough to be that Hawaiian woman. So,
yep.
Okay.
Right, Gravy, get Booker T. Do it. Do it. Do it. All right. Disney replaces Keanu? No, that's not right. Kihahu?
Yeah. Kiahu? Probably. That sounds
Yahoo!
about right. I've only watched Lilo and Stitch maybe twice, and it was a long time ago. So yeah, I'm not
I don't remember his name either. Even more people stupid enough to think David is black.
Speaking of that, now they replace Keanu Reeves.
Sorry.
So in
his name is Narnia. Yes, Blabs. Narnia.
If you don't know a word, just replace it with Narnia. That's how you do it.
Disney replaces Narnia as David.
But speaking of Princess and the Frog, Prince Naveen, he's from a made up place, right? But he's actually not black. I think he's supposed to be maybe like Indian or something. So imagine, oh God, if they do a Princess and the Frog, people are just gonna lose their minds with the casting. I feel like it's not gonna be right. John Wick 5, yeah.
What's up, Lethal? Apparently I can't speak words either today.
Keanu,
I'm
Keanu Reeves
Keanu because
actually
now.
in the Lilo and Stitch movie. Lethal, it's great.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves as David. You did. You said Narnia, and Lethal popped out of the Narnia closet, or into Narnia. Closet. That's gonna be a joke. Some people are gonna be like, "Lethal came out of the closet." That's not what I meant.
Oh my God!
The king of the
words
geese.
are hard. They are. All right, so Disney replaces Narnia or Keanu Reeves as David in live action. Yeah, his name's David. Anyway, we're just gonna call him David. We're gonna say that. Live action Lilo and Stitch remake due to its past use of racial slurs on social media.
I can't believe they fired Keanu Reeves. A shame. Justice for Keanu.
Right? Oh my God.
Exclusive. Mando's dying over there. Breathe. She's like Blabs. You guys make the funniest sounds. Like Blabs couldn't breathe when Lyndon came on. She's like,
Know what? We're just gonna let's see.
Go
I'm gonna
ahead
bring
and
this
read.
back.
I'm sorry. I'm actually being like Blabs right now. I'm not letting Mando talk.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm gonna play the funny dollar.
We got a dollar. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. Hey, 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 hey. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. Hey, 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 hey.
It did Blabs her soul left her body.
Mando should learn. Yes.
Soul even. I think that's what she meant. But okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh.
Her sold.
Okay. Throw Blabs into the bus. All right. In a development that will undoubtedly be taken as a victory by the numerous activists who accused him of being too light-skinned to portray the character. Wait, what? So both of them are too light-skinned? The heck is... Oh, you know what? Whatever. Disney has officially replaced Keanu Reeves as the live-action Lilo and Stitch. I can't say words. Remakes incarnation. I can say in our incarnation, but I can't. You know what? Whatever. Of David, thanks to his social media history.
I thought that it was because he did the Chad pose. I thought that's why that one.
Probably time to make a Twitter parody account just announcing really obvious things. Major news. Yes, keep it up with Keanu Reeves references. Someone might render a Stitch versus John Wick animated fight sequence. That would be amazing. Now, what accent is this? I don't know. Stitching.
Stick. Lilo and Stick.
A minute ago. Meant to open the like. No, I'm actually out of rum. I'm out of rum.
Put the
Very
rum
sad.
down, girl. Yeah, I'm out of my little mojito.
It's not rum.
I finished
promise.
It yesterday. Breaking. Keanu Reeves not pregnant. Darn! I believed that one, Disparu.
I almost took a spit take when you said.
We're breaking Mando this stream.
We'll have another Orlando incident.
Oh no.
Mando got into the moonshine that was hidden in the barn. There's moonshine in the barn? Wow. I need to let my apartment complex people know. All right. Apparently your social media history can be used against you. What? This announcement comes just 4 days after his casting was initially announced. Wow. The Twitter mob got him fast.
They did. Who was that? Is that him? Who is that? Is that him? Is that the guy that was supposed to play David, or is that the guy that's playing him now?
With Muchados forced exit. Is that his
nachos?
Nachos? The role of Nani's wave savvy Bo.
Wait, where are you? Yeah, Bo.
Will instead be played by actor Kiapo Dudoit.
He's the same skin color. Am I wrong?
I guess. I don't know. Who at current holds only a single Hollywood credit for having briefly guest starred as the character Kino in the 34th overall episode of 2018 Magnum PI reboot.
I didn't watch that. I think Bloop Bloop snuck something in your drink there.
Alongside his casting, I'm not gonna use his name because I can't say words. It was also revealed that not only will the voice of Nani in the animated original Tia. Wait. I'm just gonna say
hold
Tia.
on. I'm sending something in the private chat for you to pull up after this. They're like the same skin color.
Okay.
I don't
be appearing in the film as the new character Miss Kikoba. Oh, but that IP creator, writer, and Stitch's original voice actor Chris Sanders is in final negotiations to reprise his role as the. Also, Stitch is gonna be Stitch.
Colonel
you know
Sanders?
what? Smile, don't hate me. I am not drunk. Hey, have you guys heard of the internet?
You can see booby. Well, only certain websites apparently.
I'm not drunk. I promise. I haven't had a drop of alcohol today, which is kind of sad because yeah, all the rum's gone. Let's see.
Civilian stings. I thought that said strings at first. I was thinking of something else. Never mind.
All right. According to a source who spoke to the Hollywood Reporter, Muchacho, this is what I'm going to call him now, who the outlet notes was not officially confirmed for the role by Disney, was canned after it was discovered that he had previously used a racial slur on social media. Oh my god! And he's brown. I thought that was acceptable. Anyway, the two specific instances brought to widespread attention by the more oppressive of the actor's critics include his use of the name in noise for a Spotify playlist.
Wait, that's the name of a playlist? What?
Right.
Wow. Stitch played by Seth Rogen. I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow. In noise. Wow.
Does have a lot of boobies on his Twitter blabs.
Oh, yep, I see it over here. Yup. I'm probably gonna get canned. And giving his name credit for one of the previous I mean, they're already gonna strike me for something anyway. Previous Facebook profile pic to his friend by his name.
They get you a lot.
They do. I don't know why.
Like, I'll share stuff and like it'll be like copy strike, but like it's fair use. It'll say like not fair use, but it says like you're allowed to use it. It tells me, but like we play like 5 seconds of the Peter and Wendy trailer on here, and yeah,
they just don't like me. Wow, so that was his
grinder
nickname.
To promote his streaming pages.
As noted above, the casting development comes hot on the heels of Muchacho despite possessing Hawaiian heritage. What is up with these people hating on actual Hawaiians because they're not dark enough?
I know, right? Maybe they didn't feel like tanning this year.
Just because a Hawaiian might not want to go surfing all day long doesn't mean they're not Hawaiian, you racists.
I mean, they are the real race.
This is true. Being accused by Disney's current identity politics obsessed fan base, I can say that, but you know, why can't I say other words? I can say these words, but not other words. Of not being appropriately ethnic enough. So, a Hawaiian.
Now, what does that even mean?
Playing a Hawaiian.
You're not ethnic enough. You know what, Mando? Enough. You're not white enough. You need to stay out of the sun a little longer.
Oops! Dang it! I knew I was too dark for Casper. Muchacho was not the first of the Lilo and Stitch remakes cast to receive this criticism either. No, as upon her casting, current Nani actress, barring any unforeseen and disingenuous smear campaigns being likewise raised against her, Sydney, that word, was attacked by the same such activists for the same reason. They do realize this is like Ash. That's not his actual skin color. I don't know. They ain't black enough.
Why did she say it like that?
What? It's
the way you said it.
No, black enough. I have a really good story about. Oh, okay. Mando, you're not dead enough to play Casper. You know what?
You're not ethnically dead enough. I don't know what that even means. Like, I know what it means, but the way that they're putting it just doesn't make sense. It's not loading. I'm loading
right? That's what I mean, Trey. Like, yes, in the Lilo and Stitch, like they were a little bit browner, but they're like, what? Okay, I will go to the private chat and pull this thingy up. Interweb.
He did say it like that, Gravy. Blay.
Blay. I'm sorry. I'm Southern. I say things with a slang.
With a Southern twang.
With a twang. I almost said slang. I was like, what? I was trying to combine Southern and twang, and it just
Southern swang.
Mando and the sun would be a lobster before Trey. There's evidence to prove that. Yes, I do become a lobster and just peel. I get like a shade darker. These people need to see actual Hawaiians. Southern slang. Yes. All right, let me share my screeny screen. If I do like this.
The good picture, guys. Should we pose like this from now on? Look at Mando's face.
I feel like
But
this
no,
is
he's. If anything, is this guy like a little darker than the other? I'm confused. They look like the same shade. Like, can we compare? Because if it's about that, like and the thing is, they're also a bit more like I want to say on the reddish side in the animation because it's an animated movie. So there's this funny thing you could do in animation is you could take liberties and make things like
right.
however you want. It's so crazy. I know it's hard to, yeah, it's hard to wrap your mind around. She doesn't tan. I had a friend like that. She actually was just as light as Mando, and we would lay out, and I would be nice and golden because it takes me like a whole 5 minutes to get a shade darker because I tan very easily. And we would lay out. She'd be like a cherry red, and then when her sunburn went away, she would be just as white as she was. It didn't turn into a tan. I felt so bad for her. She used to have to go to a
Yup.
tanning bed to actually tan. Like if she didn't fake tan, it didn't stay. But then her parents wouldn't let her fake tan, and she's just like, I don't want to be so light anymore because she
I know
was
when I was in
glowing.
high school, I used to go to a tanning bed. Like,
And
no
that's the only
joke.
way
I
you could
used to.
tan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it took me 6 months to get 2 shades darker, going to the tanning bed every other day.
I went a couple times, just like friends would like want me to go with them. And they'd be like, you know what? F you. Like we do like a 10-minute session and they come out and like they kind of look darker. And I'm like dark after a 10-minute tanning session because I tan very easily. What can I say?
I'm going to try and do some tanning this summer.
I think
Ever
it's
instead of-
actually the obsession with tanning, but then again, I'm English. You know what? You're very light too, Disbrew. I like tanning because I just like the sun. I like being out in the sun and you know,
I mean, like,
makes me happy. That's why I like living in Florida now because I love the sun. Did we get that tray?
Yeah, gravy, same. I mean, the worst sunburn I ever got, I remember I was 9. I think I was 9 or 10, and I had been outside because I used to, like, when I was younger, I was outside all the time in the South Alabama heat, and I used to get tans because I literally spent every single waking moment that I could outside when I was like younger as a kid. So yeah, I had a tan then. I had a 3rd-degree burn on my shoulders
Ouch.
one time. Yep. I literally had my grandma just shut me in a dark room, blackout curtains, and I couldn't wear anything on my shoulders.
I have
Nothing.
only gotten sunburn a couple of times, and the one time I was a kid and my dad did not put any like sunscreen on me, and he left us out by the pool like all day. We all got it, like all of my siblings, and it was bad. Like we got sick too, like we were throwing up, like it was real bad. And then I want to say it was like the 6th grade, I spent too much time at the pool, and I got such a bad sunburn on my shoulders, and that was my own fault. I mean, like when you get that age, your parents kind of let you be a little more independent. So like my mom wasn't like, hey, put on your sunscreen. I just like ran out to the pool, stayed there all day. And it was so bad because I'm not used to getting sunburn. I've had it like twice in my life. So I didn't know how to handle it. But what I did was, this was so weird, right? I caked the aloe vera on it and I laid down on my bed and had a fan on my back. And that's how I slept in the dark. And then the next day it was gone. But I can't. Like,
See, that's how I got rid of mine too, but mine took a week for me to even be able to put something on my shoulders. My grandma literally would have to like crack open the door. Here's a sandwich, dear, and then like close the door and like I'd eat alone because I couldn't handle the sun.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Maybe if rain could dye you, maybe the English would care. You know. Let me know when you join me at the beach sometime. I don't live that far away. I used to live a couple hours away. Mando can handle things. She's smart, not like everybody says, like dumb. She's smart and she wants respect.
Like dumb. She's smart and she wants respect.
Let's see. I went to Florida and put suntan lotion on everything but my feet. At the end of the day, my feet were so burnt.
Oh, gravy.
Having sunburn on the tops of your feet when you have to wear shoes the next day is so bad. It's so bad. Today, when your grandmother did standard for concussion protocol. Yep. Yes, Randy. Randy has actually witnessed me get sunburnt many, many times, because especially the times we've gone kayaking together. She would look at me and she's like,
that's gonna be
hey.
so much fun.
Oh, it is fun. She would look at me. I remember when the first time I took her and our other friend kayaking, she's like, oh, don't you remember? I can't swim that well.
Mando's she's gonna go full Baywatch slow-mo run.
I mean, because like I swim really well, and so, but it was still a fun trip, and I definitely got sunburnt because, yes, Mando just dropped. My gran put me in solitary confinement because I got sunburned like it was nothing. I couldn't handle anything.
Confinement.
My younger brother had a sunburn on his head after older brother decided to shave his head. Oh, I'm sorry, Fogwin. He was allergic to aloe vera. Yeesh. I've only gotten sunburned twice in my life. First time when I was 16, I fell asleep on the beach while on vacation and no one in my family woke me up. That's abuse! That's abuse,
And
man!
it reminds me of that 70s show when Jackie and Donna were tanning and they had like those things that you used to use back in like this. I mean, I'm sure it was used maybe in the 80s and 90s too. I just know
Probably.
it was big in the 70s. It was a tanning bed they were using and they had like those things that like reflect it more onto your face. And they fell asleep and they were sunburned like all up here. And they're like, why didn't you wake me? She's like, why didn't you wake me? And they're like slapping each other and they're sunburned. Bye, Blabs.
Bye, Blabs. Num, 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 num. All right, next one. Talking about sunburns and the beach. Pirates. Yay!
Yeah, talking about sunburn.
Wait, he's not dark enough to be a pirate. I don't think that's right.
They're tan. They're always on boats in the sun. I call bull.
Right. Wait, was Jack Sparrow tan enough then? I don't know. Could have been dirt.
He's pretty tan. You know what? Probably was.
Official One Piece columnist denies report that Netflix live-action adaptation flopped during test screenings. Oh, we all know it flopped. It flopped. Know.
It's going to be worse than Cowboy Bebop, probably. I mean, yeah.
Jack Sparrow is the worst tanned pirate you've ever heard.
The worst tanned pirate.
Anime and manga fans know when Netflix is going to do a live adaptation, you just internally always go, Oh, another anime to recommend to you, Wicked, it's called The Magus Bride. It's very nice. I forgot to tell you about that.
Magus Bride?
Magus. I thought it was Magus, but it's Magus. It looks Magus. It's Magus.
Let's get up.
So, given Netflix infamous handling of such live actions adaptations as Death Note and Cowboy Bebop, it comes as no surprise that fans have been concerned with just what the streaming service will do to the behemoth of a series that is Ichiro. I said it right. Ichiro Oda's One Piece. Make anime great again. Setting sail 2023. Oh no. That looks wrong. What are your thoughts?
I don't think it's going to be done. Like there's very few, none that I can think of besides now. There's very few animes that have been brought to live action that are done right, because it's tricky taking anything animated in the first place and turning it into live action. But animes are more like extravagant, I guess, a little more out there. The characters look a bit more silly, like Dragon Ball Z, like the hair, the Super Saiyan power-ups, the Piccolo, people like, you know what I mean? It's way more out there. So trying to bring that to live action is just...
Well, also they're missing one of the key, like, people. He's like a reindeer. His name's Chopper, and he should be there. Like, he's like a reindeer looking dude. Netflix ruins most things it touches, especially anime. Yeah, anime is just one of those things. It's just very good at messing up. Like, you can always just assume it's going to be bad. Like that picture. I think even some of the pictures CGI. It looks like a cheap Chinese film. I've seen cheap Chinese films, and this looks like one. You know what? Never mind. Please don't get me China. As such, when the leaker claimed that the upcoming Netflix series had tested horribly with audiences, many fans felt that their worst fears had actually been realized. Oh no! I didn't hate the Ghost in the Shell live action. Okay, I haven't actually seen that one.
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna go there. The show or the movie. Sorry, no, it was a show. Erased. That was very good. It's so dark, but the live action was done pretty well. I didn't watch all of the live action just because I went into it right after watching the show, and it's just so dark. It's a great show. Erased, if you haven't watched it. But it just like it kind of screwed me up a little bit, and I was like, I needed to take like a mean break before I hop into watching live action. But I watched like the first 15 minutes and it wasn't bad. But again, Erased isn't like some extravagant Super Saiyan superpower. Like One Piece has like that shark guy. Like I haven't watched a lot of One Piece. Like they have characters that aren't human.
Right.
So that's the big problem with this when you want to bring anime to the big screen. Like Cowboy Bebop could have been done right. It could have been done right, but I'm sorry. The funniest thing to me still is that they had what's his name from Harold and Kumar as Blake. Like, first off, too old. Second, I just can't see him getting into a fight and whooping everyone's butt. Spike is a beast.
See, I haven't seen the Ronin Kenshin either. I might give that a shot because I really like the Ronin Kenshin anime. But yeah, Cowboy Bebop, don't do it. Don't smile. Please don't do it because I know you're going to call me immediately and just scream at me at how horrible it is and make it go away. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Cowboy Bebop. It got canceled after one season. Whoa, shocking.
Agreed. Gravy, agreed. Let's see. One Piece tested horribly, claimed a Twitter user named Divinity Seeker 1. On April 13th, the CGI looked bad and the story didn't make sense to non-fans, and they're rewriting entire episodes. Well, just this image. I don't know if you guys can see it really well in the YouTube land, but it looks bad. Like it looks bad already, in my opinion. Like even the swords, Usopp doesn't look good. Nami doesn't look good. I'm glad I remembered their names. It took me a while. Let's see. First episode will have you throwing the TV out the window. I don't have internet. I don't have Netflix. I'm safe. Oh, good job. Very nice. Very nice. Oh no.
What is that?
Right? It looks bad. On hashtag One Piece, in the first episode, the first half is completely all flashbacks, features a young Luffy they further relayed before we jump into the present rush through introductions of Zero, Nami, Usopp, and Sanji, all within the same 15 minutes, a major deviation from the source material. Where is Chopper?
Where's Chopper? Oh, I never watched it.
Let's see. Oh, it just jumped real fast. That cover shot looks like they did it in the same style as Cowboy Bebop, which was a huge letdown compared to the anime. Yeah, it looks rough, in my opinion. They further claim that as for the tone of the show, it's not really working. The makeup look look of some of the cast look off, and the show jumps between being over the top goofy to being serious, and it's jarring and inconsistent. They also built a giant set for Barati probably for episode 3.
Oh, okay.
I should know this, but I don't. My friend who is a huge One Piece fan is probably feeling a disturbance in the force right now. Get to the Chopper! Nah, I'll show you guys an image of Chopper in a minute. He's very cute.
Get to the Chopper.
the Joppa. Eventually confirmed, I know nothing about the original source material, so I'm just repeating some of what I think may be of interest to a source connected to Netflix projects and execution of their roadmap. Tell Netflix to stop making anime adaptations. We don't want them. I've only seen a few screen caps of the cast of One Piece, and it looks fine to me. They added nothing spectacular. They just looked like normal humans, but some of their hair colors looked unnatural. One of the guys has green hair, another has really unflattering blonde, and the girl has orange. Because it's an anime. What's up, Copa? Dropping in for a quick
Hello.
yo to the chat.
Hello.
Hey, you remember the name of the characters. I refused to even watch an episode. She'd be proud of you. No, like I watched all of the first season and some of the second season, and that was 10 years ago. And I still remember their names. I should watch it. No, I shouldn't. I won't do it. I won't do it. Unsurprisingly, particularly given Netflix aforementioned habit of absolutely butchering a given piece of source material when adapting it to live action soon after its publication, Divinity Seeker's tweet went viral, spreading like wildfire across the internet. However, the fire didn't rage long, as it rampaged soon drew the attention of the official One Piece columnist for... Why with the Japanese? Why with the Japanese names? Anyway, see, like, those facial features, like, just that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, if there's someone out here or like on an anime that's human, but they have, silly facial features. Okay, like you could still get someone that at least looks like them. But when you're like a shark person, or you're like from a Piccolo, you're green and you got like little antenna ear things, like not ears, but you know what I mean. You look like a reptile or something, like a reptile person will say. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. They're not going to do it right, so just leave it alone. So Dragon Ball Z didn't do good. Airbender didn't do good. I'm trying, like, none of them did good, really, except, like I said, Erased did good, but that was just humans. There was no, I mean, okay, so, like, without spoiling that, because it shows it in the trailer, Erased, something very dark and disturbing happens in this small town to some little kids, and one little boy feels like, oh, if I could have saved the one girl, if I just would have did this or that, and something happens where he's actually able to, like, go back in time a few times, and he keeps going back because he wants to save this girl. So that is a bit like supernatural, but there's no like magic and any other like besides that, it's just humans. You know what I mean? So you can do live action because you could just get humans to play humans. You know what I mean? There's no silly characters or anything extravagant in it. That's why Cowboy Bebop could have been done right, but they just didn't. They didn't care. They just thought, oh, cash grab. Like we're gonna bank on the nostalgia from Cowboy Bebop, but it's like, oh no.
No, Cowboy Bebop fans, like we are loyal and you will not fool us.
Exactly. Like I am just recently a Cowboy Bebop fan, but I am obsessed. I even have a little mouse pad coming. I'm like, give me all the Cowboy Bebop. I put some Cowboy Bebop stuff in my wish list. I'm like, give me all the stuff. I love it. I'm so mad that it took me so long to watch it, but at the same time, I'm happy because there's no good stuff anymore. So I got to enjoy this masterpiece now, and it's yeah.
Leaping into the fray on April 17th, Warner asserted that the test audience article, I've referenced to one of the many articles which reported on Divinity Seeker's claims, that you don't need to read, click, or share is entirely true. I still don't understand what I just read, but I read it anyway. Though Warner did not provide any concrete evidence to support his rebuttal, his insight is lent credibility by the fact that he is an active member of word I can't say's One Piece media team. It's Japanese. I know. I should know. Anyway, while little information regarding Netflix's live-action One Piece has been revealed outside of its casting, an alleged leak of the first episode script previously provided exclusively to Bounding Into Comics suggests that the series will closely follow the anime while also expanding on the series, such as those concerning Zoro's past that were only hinted at in the manga. As of this writing, Netflix is rumored to be eyeing One Piece live-action adaptation to set launch onto streaming platforms August 31st. And that's all of that.
I'll send you two things. I don't know which is which because I actually never watched the Dragon Ball live action. I never had any interest in it. But I just sent you two pictures just for fun. I don't know.
Yes, Smile. I agree. Cowboy Bebop fans are old enough to have seen enough shit that we can't be fooled and we don't trust anyone. You are correct. All right, so I will stop sharing. Let me pull this up. Oh no! Oh, I see it. No, dang it! I don't like it.
That was for real, right? Like, that's the real
I
one.
I think so because I didn't see it either, and those were some of the images that I saw too. Let me zoom in on this freaking thing.
That's two. I don't know. The one, I'm not sure if that's real, but or the second one, but I'm pretty sure the first one was actually.
I don't like looking at it. Ah. This I think is real, for sure.
Okay. There's. Ah!
Hollywood has rumors of impending writer strike, so I might get a chance as an independent writer if they keep it up better than them sourcing me. Yep. You need to watch
Trey
Berserk.
said
It's
don't.
Cowboy
It's
Bebop.
too late. Yeah, oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna send this to you, not on here, but in a message because I do. If you're interested in watching Berserk, I do have someone sent me.
All right,
On
guys, y'all
YouTube.
ready? Y'all ready for more pain? So your eyes are gonna bleed? Ah! It's just wrong. Please, someone who watched it, please tell us if this is real or not. Please, I need to know.
Trey.
Trey. He's gonna be like, oh my god, my eyeballs. Let me look.
There you go, Mando. I sent you every episode of Berserk. I have to get into it. But as much as I loved Cowboy Bebop, it took me like 2 months to finish it just because I haven't had time to do anything lately. So it's like I might be able to watch one episode before I go to sleep. You know what I mean? So it took me a while, but I did get there finally. That's not real. Are either of them?
Huh, okay,
right.
I'm not gonna. No more.
Okay, no more. On to the next one.
All right, I'm gonna pull up an image of Chopper because you guys need to know who he is and how cute he is and why I'm sad that they're not putting him in.
The first pick is from the movie. Okay, I didn't think the second one was. I just thought it was kind of funny. So I was still like, let me show it to Mando.
And view image. Thank you. This is Chopper. Isn't he adorable?
Aw, what are they gonna do? Have a walking teddy bear?
Well, he's a reindeer, but he also, like, one of his powers is he kind of like hulks out and he becomes like a giant reindeer and he can like smash things and stuff. Yeah, that first one. I saw that, Fogwin. I saw that. Check your Twitter.
I'm scared.
Yup. This what ornament we can get to the Chopper. Probably. Chopper smash, basically. Basically. Let me see if I can find him, like, hulking out. Come on, I want to find... Okay, yeah, here we go. This is what he looks like when he hulks out. He gets more human features.
Yeah, why are they making a live action of this movie? What the frick? It's gonna be a CGI. It's kind of silly when they call things live action that
like
aren't.
what? Yeah, that's why you don't make live actions of anime. Let's see, and
unless it's like I said, like it's like an actual, just like we'll say a slice of life anime, something like that, something that's not like supernatural or Yeah. I feel like that's how Trey's mood is. That profile picture. That's Trey's mood. like just with everything.
That's probably why they don't have him in the live action, is because they can't do it.
They can. What are they gonna have a teddy bear walking around?
But next, Pedro Pascal reportedly, which I thought this was surprising, not really, but hey, prioritized The Last of Us over Mandalorian, forced Lucasfilm to scrap episode 8 scene without his helmet on.
Oh no, what are we gonna do?
Sorry,
Sorry, you just said Pedro Pascal and it made me yawn. Time for bed.
He's kind of like a were-deer human thing. There's like this fruit that gives you special powers. Luffy's is called the gum fruit. That's why he's able to like be a rubber band, because gum. Anyway, yeah, they could make great Death Note as yes. Yep, they could have made Death Note really great.
Oh, Disparu loves Death Note. That's his favorite.
Oh, Death Note, first season Death Note, fabulous. And the live action sucked.
I'm gonna finish it. I watched like the first 2 episodes. And I
But
did
yeah,
not like it. I don't remember. I think I just got busy with school and work and just it took a backseat and I forgot about it.
It's all right. But
Pedro
yeah, all of us are
passed
so
out.
surprised. Season 3 of Mandalorian sucked. Anyway, HBO The Last of Us has carried the legacy of the original video game of the same name. But did
No.
it? Did it?
It had
Pedro
its
passed.
moments. I'll admit that it had its moments that were like kind of cool. Like Tess was spot on. They did a good job with Tess. I know Pedro Pascal wasn't Buffy and he gets killed right away. Buffy freaking yeah. Okay. Oh gosh, where was I going? Yeah, Last of Us wasn't good. There was a couple things that were decent, but it all should be decent. It should have been like there's a couple things that weren't decent is how it should have been, but no.
Mm-hmm.
The one part that not to talk about Last of Us again that I thought was so like weird that they added in was when the I don't know if it was a clicker or which one, whatever. One of the zombies when they kissed Tess.
Oh,
I was like, why did you put that in? Like, what the?
Nobody needed that. We didn't need that. Nobody did.
Let's add some. I don't even know what they were going for with that. It was just like yuck. Like, how you gonna do my girl like that?
Trey, I will disagree with you just a little bit because I did like for the first and second season, but it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, I did like the first. I actually had a little bit of hope, and then I mean,
I was hoping that it would just stay.
I was mad
hoping
when they fired Gina, but like the route they were going with all of them, I knew like even if Gina stayed, I think season 3 still would have been garbage. That's what I'm saying. I would have watched it probably because I like, I liked it, and then they fired her, and it made me mad. But yeah, to be honest, I probably would have watched it. Actually, I don't know because after Obi-Wan, I just was like, like it was terrible. Boba Fett and Obi-Wan, it was just so bad. I don't know if I would have watched season 3, even if Gina stayed, she might not have gotten me to watch it. And I'm so sorry, Mando. I know that you have like a lot of Baby Yoda like emotes and stuff, but I am sick to death of Baby Yoda. I don't get it anymore. Like he was cute in the beginning, but now I am just so over it. I'm sorry, Mando, but I'm over it.
I didn't buy any one of these. These were given to me as gifts, and they're ceramic, so they're nice. And I keep them.
No, it's fine. Yeah, like I'm not into Funko Pops, so people give me them sometimes, and I keep them. I've got a couple of them.
Right, give me Lizzo flipping over me. That episode with Lizzo and Jack Black, and then why can I never remember his name? But the guy from Back to the Future, the older guy, he was in that too.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, it was just a comedy episode. The whole
he was just like, I'm gonna get some money here.
Right?
Like, I don't even know where I am right now.
Basically,
bless him. He's like 84 years old.
For the approach to Grogu. Yeah, it's most of the Eastern media is actually better than Western media right now. Well, of course he is. Of course he is. Pedro. They wanted to pay Pedro as a voice actor, and he said no. And now he's like, "Oh, I don't like you because I can't show my face that nobody cares about." So yeah, anyway,
a good face,
right?
Like you ain't even cute, bro.
Right. It is a fresh installment to the genre of zombie horror. I didn't even consider it horror, but that's fine. That is unique or more real and scary. Also, Pedro and Bella Ramsey's chemistry has made the series more vibrant, and fans and critics alike celebrate the
Sorry.
What?
Gonna twitch.
the aesthetic horror and the
My-
package of entertainment. I watched it. Did me and those critics watch the same show? Because like
Yes, but they got paid and you didn't.
that's true. Disney Plus sci-fi show Mandalorian was an instant hit, expanding through season 3. The character chemistry between Din and Grogu is considered cute and candid among fans of the show. Both shows have one common link: Pedro Pascal. They don't have to have that link. You can get rid of him. It's fine. You'll save money.
Yeah, what chemistry? I don't get the hype. Like, people lost their mind when he was like, "It's okay, baby girl." It's like, they're close now. I'm gonna freak out. No, like, like I'm not gonna make fun. If people liked it, because there's some people who didn't play the games. It's like, you know what? Go ahead. Like, if you liked it, I'm not. I wish I liked more things. I wish I wish I could enjoy more stuff, but I wasn't like, oh my god. He's
Yeah, I
very
thought it
mid.
was
I don't
alright.
think he's a good actor. He's not
Yeah,
great.
I'm
I
looking at-
did like him
Mm.
before, like when Mandalorian first started out. But again, like, he could have been changed. Like, they didn't show his face straight away, so it didn't really matter. But I did like him. I liked the first season of Mandalorian a lot. The second season is when it kind of started going down, but it was still cool. You know, I still enjoyed it. And they, the hype that they brought back with Luke, that was actually, it was like, okay, that was like, it's like, oh my god, did they just do something for fans of the original movies? Like,
Right.
what? That was cool. I was like, okay, what are they gonna do? But then it's like, no, but then they start touching our old characters and making them just garbage. One thing that I will
Yup.
never forgive them for, besides not having Han, Luke, and Leia and Chewie in a scene together, was when Han dies and Leia doesn't go to hug Chewie. She goes past Chewie to hug Rey. That makes no sense. That made me so mad in the movie theater when I saw that. That was like, I noticed that right away, and I was like, are you kidding me?
I almost threw something in that theater when I saw that. Yeah.
You just see popcorn splat all over the screen. Man.
Walk away.
It was just so dumb because, like, there's no way they missed that. They did it on purpose just to be like, look how important Rey is.
More or less, yeah. In both instances, he's somebody's dad. But yeah, it's becoming season 3 was the Bo show, and like, don't get me, Bo-Katan was one of my favorite Star Wars characters, like Clone Wars, and I watched some Rebels, so I liked her in Rebels. And like, I was just like, she was already strong whammon. She didn't need to be strunker whammon.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, they act like strong women. They want to pretend like strong women characters are a new thing, so they make it way too much. And
Yeah.
it's in a way, not in a way, they dehumanize women a bit when they're just like, oh no, she's a woman, so she can't do any wrong. It's like, no, we're human.
Oh, hi, Beacon. Sorry, I didn't. Your
Hello,
comment passed
Beacon.
by really fast. What's up,
That's
man? It was trash. Oh, I don't.
I liked the first 2 seasons, but
I like the first two.
I
as well.
understand. I do understand people not liking it because so many people checked out after the last Jedi? Yeah. Or not the Last Jedi. What was the second? See, I don't even care to remember. There was Force Awakens. What was after Force Awakens? It's Sir
think
Din Grogu to you.
It is technically because he was knighted by Lizzo. He was knighted. He is now Sir. And then Din adopted him. So yeah, Sir Din Grogu the first.
Yeah, it was the Last Jedi that was after. A lot of people checked out after that, and you know what? Good for them.
Mhm.
Because I feel like I wasted my time. Like, if I didn't watch season 1 and 2 of Mandalorian, I'd be fine. It was just the only, to me, that was the only newer Star Wars that was done okay, like that it was good.
Mhm.
I didn't mind Rogue One.
Yeah,
it's like,
I thought Rogue One was good.
Rogue One was done well. And that's something that they could have touched on and done instead of like messing with the old characters and changing their lore and everything. Do different stories throughout the galaxy like that. That was a different story told, but it still was entangled in with the Star Wars that we know, but didn't have the characters. But you know, that's too hard. Why do new stuff? Like that's expand on the universe because it's a big one. Like there's so many planets. Like there's just so many stories that could be told within the Star Wars universe that have nothing to do with the characters that we all know and love from the original.
Yo,
Like you don't even have to tie it in either. You can just completely start fresh with a new story and doesn't have to touch Han, Luke, Leia, any of that.
yo, yo. But yeah, third season of Mandalorian, I got angry. So Lucasfilm scrapped a Din Djarin scene without his helmet on. You know what? That's fine. I don't really care to see his face. According to a report from the podcast series The Hot Mic produced on established scoopers of Jeff Snyder and John Rocha. Did I say that right, Rocha? Anyway. Mandalorian Season 3 finale, Chapter 24, The Return, scrapped a scene featuring Pedro Pascal Din Djarin without his helmet on. Okay, it wouldn't have added anything to the show. It would. I'm told that Pedro not being in the Mandalorian finale was a scheduling thing. That's why he's seen or whatever in the Mandalorian finale, Snyder said on the show. That was simply a matter of scheduling with The Last of Us. Huh. You know what? That's fine. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Agreed. Mara, agreed. Nobody cares. Grogu was knighted with the sword you purchased at the mall because the props department gave up on the Mandalorian a long time ago. Yeah, it really did. So, like, I'm gonna explain the scene to you real fast if you didn't see it, and for those of you who don't care to, it's fine. So the episode with Lizzo and Jack Black, and it's a pacifist society. They're not supposed to have any weapons. The only reason why the Mandalorians are allowed to carry weapons is because it's part of their religion. It's a loophole that the government's using. Lizzo pulls out what looks to be like one of my styrofoam swords. Like I could have pulled this out, and she knights Grogu with a sword in a pacifist society that's not allowed to have weapons at all. Nothing. Not even a knife.
Not even a knife. Not even a butter knife.
Like what? And Grogu did nothing. He literally was her little pet the whole day.
Here for being cute.
Basically.
I'm just so over it. They could have done something cool with Grogu. I thought he was cute and I liked him in the beginning.
Yep.
But I'm sick to death of him now.
That was her feeding knife. He thought it was a snack. Yes. You know, there was a second where the Grogu eye puppet looked, and she looked a little scared because Lizzo was looking at him like he was a snake. Oh, okay. Another report from the media outlet making Star Wars created a buzz among fans regarding regarding salary and the role of the actor. Report says Disney originally wanted to pay Pascal as a voice actor. Yes. We know that the visual was carried out on screen by body doubles Brendan Wayne, John Wayne's grandson, which I think he should just play the character the whole time. Like, yes. And Lateef Crowder and Barry Lowen. Okay. I don't care. It's talking about his pay.
I'm done.
It's just talking about how he got paid and whatever. Yes. He was knighted for selling a lot of merch. So merch a lot. Yep, he's a walking contradiction like Ahsoka. There was a Babylon article. Mandalorian axed everyone sees Grogu. Oh my god. Yes, I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, it's just one of those things where we don't care about you, Pedro. Move on. If you want to do The Last of Us instead of Star Wars, that's fine. I will give him this. He realizes Star Wars is dying and he's trying to jump ship.
Yeah. So jump ship. It must be really bad if he's like, you know what? I'm going to focus on a show that I'm going to die soon in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised. Like this is what I think they're going to do with Last of Us. I think they're not going to kill him until one of the last episodes, and they're probably going to have a season 3. Like or maybe like either that or they're gonna wait till like the middle and kill him. Like the beginning part of the season is gonna be flashbacks, and I don't. This is happening. It's gonna be at least one episode where there's a flashback showing how great Abby's dad is and her running around as a little kid. Love Daddy. He's such a good guy. And to make us feel for the character, we're gonna see Abby's struggle because, yeah. Um, and then yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's not even that much like Joe and Ellie in the beginning of this season
It's
coming
gonna
up.
be Ellie and her girlfriend, I bet.
Yeah, there's not gonna be. I don't feel like there's gonna be a lot of Joel. I don't know.
It's gonna be the lesbian romance.
There's not a lot of Joel in the second game. Period. He dies pretty early on in the game.
The 50 Shades of Ellie.
they're they're gonna drag it on. Like I don't. If Joel is dead before the mid-season, I'll actually be really surprised because I think they're gonna want to use Pedro as long as they can and drag it out a little bit. And there's gonna be a lot
I
of
mean,
filler.
I really don't see why, because like he's expensive, like I imagine.
But he does bring in people. Like I know a lot of us don't like him, but I even have some friends that really like Pedro, but they don't follow anything that he has said or done online, which is fine. It's okay to just watch entertainment for entertainment. But I have friends that they had no idea. Like I actually talked to them about it, and I was like, Pedro's a piece of crap. And like, really? I had no idea. And I'm like, well, you know what? Bless your hearts for not being on Twitter. Like, you know what I mean? So there's people that like him.
That would be cool.
Mm.
Away team member for the next Trek film. They'll turn him into a villain in season 2 and make her seem like the hero when she. So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I think I've made predictions before on what I think is gonna happen for the next season of The Last of Us, and I said that I think Ellie and what's her face are gonna get together. I still think that's gonna happen, but I think what's actually going to happen
Ellie
is that
and
Joel.
Abby.
Yeah, Abby. I think Joel's going to try and kill Abby, and then Ellie's going to be like, no, I love her. She's my lesbian love. I'll kill you, Joel. And then she'll kill Joel, and then her and Abby will go off into the lesbian sunset.
If they do that they're literally just trying to make people mad. That would be, oh God, that's even worse than what they did in the second game. Yeah, he's definitely going to be a jerk in all of season 2. For sure. I agree with that. 100%.
But mark my words. Ellie and Abby.
Happens if that. Oh yeah, I don't doubt that'll happen. I'm not sure about like. I think Ellie's gonna get mad at Joel, but I don't think she would ever want to kill him over. I don't know though. Like I wouldn't be shocked if they did that. I hope they don't do that. But then again, I don't care about this show. So
Trey for Abby.
You're gonna give the Legion all these ideas. Poor Trey's gonna wake up tomorrow and just think I'm going back to bed.
Pew, 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 pew.
They already did Treyapatra. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Here,
That was amazing.
Let's do a palate cleanse. Trey's always a palate cleanse. Thanks, Trey.
I mean, I could show that picture, but it's not complete. Well, it is done. I just need to do more editing to it if you want me to show that off.
Here, I'll share my screen because I'm gonna it's in a message from Trey, so I can't send it to you. I mean, it was up, but it's easier for me to just find it here in the DM than looking through. Trey, that eyeliner though. Joy.
Yup.
Poor Trey.
Gravy
said hubba.
Yes.
Mando, if you want to do that, you can, but you got to switch us and do the no camera. So
okay, guys. So
guys, I have
my
new co-host is here, but he's a little stoned, so he's not quite centered the right way. He doesn't know where to sit. Everybody, my new co-host.
Yes, it's that.
Trey.
Yeah. How you guys doing? How you doing?
He's a little too stoned, so he's up a little bit, but it's okay.
He's flying high.
He's fine. He's high, exactly. He just hit the bong. He just got here though. What's up?
Mhm.
How are you doing, Trey?
Doing good.
Untamed Trando. That sounds like trans.
I will have it fixed by the next time that that we do Unplugged. This is the Netflix Mando.
There we go. There's first screen grab. Introducing Trando. The Untamed Trando. Thank you for
Untamed Trando. Thanks, Aaron. Have a nice day.
Bye. Yeah, I'm opening this whiskey. We drove straight. He kind of looks like he was kidnapped too. He's like, I did not say I would be here.
Right? Oh God. I'm having fun at my new job editing pictures and videos, guys. It's great. Phaedra leaves Star Wars. Yep. The Mandalorian. Yep, you are correct. All right, after that, let me switch this back. And we'll have this last article that should make us all chuckle a little bit. Oh, the old man himself, the Terminator, says, "I'm sorry for saying screw your freedom."
Oh yeah, freedom. She's trying to do Untamed Trando was everything was screen. Yeah, screen is gay. You need to train the AI to do Trey's voice.
Yes, that would be funny. That would be funny. I'll find some sort of recording. I'll find it.
Netflix bought Unplugged, guys. So.
All right. So he says he should have communicated better. I don't know if you guys remember 2 years ago after, during the COOF pandemic happened. I'm still saying COOF because they're going to find a reason to strike me and I'm not going to try and give them more than they already have. Hollywood star and former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger apologized for his tone-deaf comments 2 years later, or roughly 2 years later. Screw your freedom, says Schwarzenegger, declaring during an interview with retired Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman. Vindman? You know what? That's fine. And CNN senior global affairs analyst, that's a long name, Biana, labeling those who adamantly challenge the government's draconian measures as schmucks. I'm a schmuck. Disbrew. I thought he communicated very accurately. Yep. He has a show coming out. That's why he's doing that. He's trying to cover his tracks. The Hollywood star went on, there are still people that live in denial. There are still people that don't believe in masks. Oh, masks? You mean the things that didn't work? This article sounds a little dated if you ask me, guys. There are still people out there that say, well, you don't have to do social distancing and all this kind of stuff. I love
how she half starts going into an Arnold voice.
Because I can't keep it. I just can't because
She's on top and then she just goes back into Mando. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no, it's fine. I just think that people ought to be reminded over and over that the experts are saying that we have to wear masks, and especially when you go indoors. Really? Schwarzenegger justified his authoritarian...
Well.
Right? His comments really did age really well. The experts are saying we should still wash our hands regularly. They have always said you should wash your hands regularly.
Oh, you know what? I don't know about you, but I didn't start washing my hands until the government told me to.
Right? I just never washed my hands. I'm kidding, guys. Please. That's gonna get clipped. Never mind. He couldn't keep his ex-wife from texting and driving. Mm-hmm.
Stallone is better. Trey, he
Yeah.
is. Obviously, I
Stallone
don't
is-
agree with everything Stallone has to say, like his take on guns, but still, like you can't. I'm not going to be someone who's like, okay, I disagree with one thing you say, so I don't like you. I still like Stallone, and he's got a pretty. I love his list. His
Gravy.
list that he won't work with. Gravy. You nasty.
You nasty. He even says on the mask boxes they don't protect against the goof. Yo.
Listen, somebody went on this whole thing, and I've been like, when you're in small spaces and like somebody, like say somebody passes gas, right? If I smell that through a damn mask, how is some deadly virus not going to pass through? It's so dumb. Like I actually ended up, because now I just moved to Florida not too long ago, and you guys know I was in New York State, and they still had the dumb laws. A lot of places you still had to wear a mask, but they ended up making it to where it was like, basically they made it to where it's like, it was an honor system. Like if you had the shot, you could go in without a mask, but it's not like they were going to ask you for your card. I just went in, I was like, I'm not wearing a mask. But for medical places, like if you went to the dentist or
Even now, like if I go to the
anywhere.
doctor's office, it's not required, but they recommend you wear a mask.
Yeah, not well, I'm in Florida, so not here. But when I was still had to go to like doctor's appointments and stuff, when I was still in New York, I had to wear them. And I had like a cloth one that I would wash, but I would get such a bad headache wearing it, because sometimes, you know, the doctor's office, I'll be sitting there for an hour and a half before my appointment, and then during the whole appointment you got to keep the mask on.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like crap for the entire day after that. I had a headache, because you're supposed to breathe out, not breathe all that in, you know, like. So I ended up getting a box of the disposable masks, and that was way better because like they were thinner, but I still, like, it was only for the doctor's office and like dentists and stuff. But it's just like there's something wrong. I know I'm not the only one that happened with. Like you're wearing a mask that's giving you a headache.
Mm-hmm.
Gravy, yuck.
Uh,
And you want to know what's funny? Being here in Florida, I actually feel like, and it's not a lot, but I feel like I see a few more people wearing masks like in stores and stuff here. And I'm like, are you just trying to be a rebel because you don't got to do it over here? Because where I was in New York State, granted, where I was, it was a pretty like conservative area, but you hardly, like, you would see like the 85-year-old person at the supermarket that's probably, poor thing, probably scared for their life because of what the news tells you and stuff, and they would have the
right.
mask on, right? But you hardly saw, as soon as it became like, if you're, you know, if you got the shot, you can come in without a mask. Nobody had a mask on. I'm like, I know most of you don't have the shot either, so whatever. But that's how it is. I think now it's probably in the clear, but like I said, I'm in Florida now, and when masks were still very much needed to be used in New York State, and I came here to visit, you didn't. It was like, if you want to wear one, wear one. It's what it would say on the things in Florida. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not recommended, or I mean, it's not
Required.
mandatory, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do see some people like, to me, the dumbest thing I ever see is like, the other day I saw, and it was a young girl too. She had a mask on and she was walking down the street, and I'm like, it was not a busy like walking street either. Like it's not high foot traffic there, and I'm like, what is she doing? She's been by herself probably for like 20 minutes walking just with a mask on outside. Like, forget
I'm gonna
fresh
up you on
air.
that. 3 months ago, I think it was a couple months ago, I was driving down the road about to turn into my apartment complex, and somebody in a car passed me, and they were wearing a mask in their car.
That happened. So
alone.
I've seen a lot of that. Now, what I say to that, especially back when this first started, some people might not think about it, like they just get in their car and drive. But like after, I don't know, because I was ripping that thing off as soon as as soon as I walked out of the dentist or the doctor's office, that thing was off. But yeah, to me, that's oh, mask in your profile picture, ultimate cringe. I know. What about the people that got the Johnson and Johnson tattoo? They got the shot and they got the tattoo, and isn't that the one that ended up being real bad as well? That like caused blood clots or something. Anyways, continue with the article.
Oh no, you're good. I guess, yeah, I'm not. Oh,
yeah,
no, man.
Trey. It was over the summer, even where I was like, heck no. That's what I'm saying here. It was 89 degrees the day that I saw this chick walking around with a mask on. I'm like, well, maybe they smell. That's why they wear a mask, because they're stinky.
Maybe. People, man. Technically, the more sanitary way to wear a mask. You're not supposed to touch your face until you can wash your hands. Watch your hands. I'm gonna say wash instead of saying watch because I don't think that's what you
Yeah, she
meant,
has a
Smile.
point because they did tell us like don't touch your face and stuff.
Mhm.
But I'm like, put some hand sanitizer on and just
Basically, I just think. Okay, I was like, I can't read today. I just think that people. I just think that people ought to be reminded over and over that the experts are. Oh, I already read that. The actor would encourage listeners to practice social distance. Yes, yes, yes. We should still do social distancing. I don't really care. Stats almost 2 years later. Because I don't really care what he has to say.
I think me neither. I think this was in the UK, but there was a video that like went viral. This guy was on his bike and he rode by. I think he was like recording, and he went by this lady. And she's like, "That's not social distancing." Like he rode his bike past her, and she had to say that. And it's like I would have turned around and like ran over. I'm just kidding. I backed up and ran over. Like that's not social distancing. Like really, you had to waste your breath to say that on someone that's just passing by you. No, some people were weird though. I remember seeing a lady that like got weirded out because there was like a male lady was walking by, and they're like, "Oh, hi," and then, like, but then again, in the beginning, people didn't know what this was, so they were terrified, I guess. But it's just like the lady didn't have a mask on, and she wasn't like mean to her, but like I just seen her kind of like, oh my god, like to the person she was walking with, like when we walked by, it's like, oh no, the male lady said hello, crucify her from 10 feet away.
Yeah. See, he finally addressed his controversial comments, taking to social media to apologize for his freedom remark and claiming that he didn't know how to properly communicate what he really meant to say.
Because he's old man. What's up, Jared Thorne? What did Disparu say? Disparu said, I just had a lot of 5'4" women coming up to me and trying to tell me what to do. If you just stare at them, they walk off. They do. I found that, listen, I used to take the bus all the time to work, back like in the teenagers and early 20s, right? Um, and like sometimes there'd be like that old woman that's like staring at you. So I used to go, and I would stare back and they'd get like all bothered, like I did something wrong. I was like, no, you're staring at me, so I'm just staring back. They don't like it when you do that.
Right. Hi, Jared. How you doing?
I had one lady
what?
one time who was like, I could see her like out of my peripherals and she was just staring at me. So I like turned and was like, and I got all bug eyed. I guess I was kind of a jerk in my teens, but it's like, don't stare. I will one up your crazy eye.
Right. The crazy eyes. Oh man. Yeah. It's crazy to think that 2 years ago, that's 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
When I started streaming.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does. But yeah, that's crazy. But we thought we would end on a kind of funny note, and yes, I did. The coof has ruined public transportation. Aw, I'm sorry.
That's probably good, Jared, because you know it'll get all up in your lungs and stuff. Mara, that would have been a good one.
Yes, I
dead
see dead people.
Are you real?
All right, Wicked. So what's going on this week for you?
Okay, let's see. After this, I think I'm gonna hop on Kick for a little bit. Thanks, Trey, for dropping the link. By the way, just noticed that I'm gonna do every Sunday. I want to try to do like an hour on there. After Unplugged, because I used to get on to do Dead by Daylight on Lethal Stream, but we moved that over. So now I got a bit of free time on Sunday nights. So I think I'm gonna hop over there and play some LA Noir.
And
like
for those of you
that.
who don't know, because some of you do live under a rock, I know that you live under a rock. Kick is a new streaming platform. It is a rival of Twitch's. I also have an account. I haven't streamed over there yet, but a lot of people are switching over to Kick because they take care of their creators better. But yeah, that's I'm just letting people know who don't know about Kick, because I know there are a couple of you in the chat, Smile, I'm staring at you, who live under a rock and don't know these things.
Smile. No, but yeah, no, it's exactly what Mando said. I'm really enjoying it over there. I'm still on Twitch, but I'm gonna be doing more Kick streams, which there's a few people in my friend group that have completely switched over to Kick, and they're gonna do Twitch like once a month. And I understand, like I said, when they take better care of their creators, it's kind of hard not to. But I got that, and then tomorrow I think I'm gonna be doing a Wicked's World tomorrow. If not, it'll be on Tuesday. This week, a Wicked's World will be happening on YouTube. Um, and then yeah, I got Wednesday a Twitch stream, Friday, like just you guys know if you're following me. Yeah, Kick is an app. So Smile for a while. The app is a little messed up right now because this whole thing is still in beta. And it is like that. It's Kick. If you want to get the app, it's Kick live streaming. But when I watch people on there, I just use my web browser because it works way better than the app. The app is a bit buggy. But I would suggest downloading it because they are making improvements on it on the app. But like I said, this is still in beta. But yeah, it's Kick live streaming is the app, and it's a green K for the icon. But yeah, like when
Yes,
you watch
Rock, but I
something
can't
like
be this is true.
but we're trying to go over there and follow Mando because you have to be to become affiliated over there, you have to have 75 followers and 5 watch hours. So I'm trying to get her to start her streaming over there. She's been over there hanging out on a few streams, but got to get Mando to 75 over there. Get her affiliated.
I'm at 23 right now.
That's not bad considering that you haven't even streamed on there. So once you start streaming on there, I suggest when you get some free time, at least hop on there for an hour here and there to get those 5 hours in so that watch hours are the easy part. But I found that I grew a bit more. It's different for everybody. We all had a different like growth there. Like Lethal got freaking affiliated so fast over there, but he was on the grind with it. Yeah. But then I think I was second and then everyone else just kind of followed after out of our friend group. So I
also,
found that
Mara Jade, she is also on Kick. You should also
and
follow her on Kick.
She just got affiliated. So, but yeah, she's right. The watch hours are the easy part. I found that my follower grew a little bit more when I was streaming too, though. So that's why I'm trying to get 5 stream hours, Fog. You got to get on there and play or stream whatever for 5 hours. And yes, I am close to being monetized over on YouTube. So if anybody wants to do me a solid and just like go watch my videos, I got some playlists on there. You know, like just mute the tab. You know, if you're just doing stuff on your PC, you mute the tab, not the actual video though, because I don't think that counts. But if you pull up a video and you mute the tab, just let like my Wicked's World playlist go. I have some pretty fun
somebody put in
there.
her oh, thank you, Trey. Yeah, there is Mara's Kick. Y'all please go follow. And then Wicked's YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, y'all should make a playlist of her videos and just watch them all.
Yeah, like I said, I have some pretty good interviews too. If you guys actually want to pull it up and listen, I just did Jay Drunk 3PO. We had a fun conversation. Me and Disparu had a great conversation. I had Lethal and Mazza on. I had Blabs on. I have a few just solo streams on there, and then I also have an Unplugged playlist if you've missed any of our previous episodes. So yeah, it's some good stuff. I'm doing it over there, and Unplugged will be on my channel next week. So if you're not subbed over there, hop over there. And that's where me and Mando will be next Sunday.
That is correct. Yeah, the Blabs.
Yeah, that's it. It's literally, me and Blabs were rating the Oscars outfits. So it was a pretty fun stream.
Yes. So what have I got going on? I will be streaming Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. That's kind of, I think, my streaming schedule, what it has to be right now. I might also stream a couple of other days if I'm able to. But then Saturday, of course, is Literary Souls. And don't forget, this upcoming summer, me and several other people, I actually have one confirmed new guest that no one else knows yet, might possibly also be on Literary Souls for the Chronicles of Narnia review. My friend Smile a While, Alaja. Once in a while, new reviews will try and pop in. But that's kind of the core 3 right there. And there'll be a couple of people coming in and out. We're going to be reviewing all 7 books of the Chronicles of Narnia in chronological order, not printed order. I know that's controversial, but yeah, we're doing chronological order because I like chronological order. But yeah, so I think our first episode, because we'll be doing one Saturday a month on one of the books. And I think our first one will be May 6th. I have to confirm that with other people. But yeah, so that's going to be coming up on Literary Souls. And yeah, next week, Unplugged on this Pretty Ladies channel. And trying to think if there's anything else. Phenonia. That is right. Phenonia. Yeah, I think that's all I think I have at the moment.
Are
Have
we
a
ending on a
Discord.
funny note?
We can do the dollar again, or we can do TikTok if you want.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. We can. It's up to you. You're running the
Dollar.
stream this week.
We got a dollar. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. Hey, 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 hey. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. Hey, 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 hey.
We finally get a Christopher Arcella as we're ending the frickin' stream. Hi,
Dang,
Chris.
He's a busy working little bee.
He
But
is.
you might have to help her with that off stream, Mando, with making the account.
Don't you? She'll figure it out. I'm sure she's a
figure it
smart
out.
cookie.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know. It's not like it's just weird, I guess. Yeah, sorry, Chris. We start at 5 p.m. sharp, man. He probably was at
Right?
Taco Bell. He probably was at Taco Bell.
Probably. All right, y'all. Have a good rest of your weekend, and next week, bye.